guys, welcome back. We've got a great question here from user Diwas Jimmy. Very little chance of me having pronounced that correctly, but he has an excellent question. He wants to know, he sanded down his guitar, and he wants to know if he needs to use primer or wood filler or anything like that before he can start painting. So I realize that in some of my past videos I may not have been clear on this. Sometimes I do use it, sometimes I don't, and there are reasons for that. It depends on a few things. First of all, if you sand your guitar all the way down to the bare wood, right through the original sealer and everything, which a lot of people do, especially if they want to change the shape a little bit, you need to begin with wood filler. Okay? Fill in the grain. Well, I shouldn't say you need to. You can go through a lot of work and sand it very, very smoothly and not use wood filler, but it's more difficult and there's really no reason to put yourself through that, in my opinion. So begin with wood filler if you're down to the bare wood. If you haven't done that, if you just scuffed it up so that you can paint again, there's absolutely no need for wood filler. It's already sealed, it's got paint on it. Okay? Next, primer. So primer is a good thing typically. It helps to promote adhesion. It etches itself, grips into previous paint and stuff like that a lot of the time. It's not necessary. If you are painting over bare wood, if you've done your filler, then you should use a sealer or a primer over top of that. If you've just scuffed up an original finish, you really don't need to go through that. It's already got a layer of primer underneath. It's got some build up there, so you can really just go right into painting. Now, the system that I use on a lot of my stuff, the Auto Wear Paints, has something called a sealer. It's not really a sealer. Okay, it's not like sanding sealer, so it's kind of confusing in that regard. But that's just an intermediary between the original paint and my paint. Now, I don't even need to use that. If I've got a black guitar and I want to paint a skull on it or something, I can just scuff the original paint job and start airbrushing. But the sealer is a good idea if the opportunity arises to use it. Like I said, not necessary. So basically what I'm getting at here, Diwa, whatever, however you pronounce your name, sorry about that, is that if you sand it all the way to the original, through the original finish to the wood, then yes, you're going to want to use a primer or filler, not in that order, filler, then a primer, and prepare it that way. If you have not, then you don't need the sealer or any of that stuff technically. You can just go ahead and paint over it. So I hope that helps. If you have any questions, let me know. And for those of you with similar situations, I hope that clarifies things a little bit. Thank you for watching, and as always,